Jack Doherty. I'm a good man.
Wait,
I don't need anything.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
Wait, what?
Again.
Bro, you know Jack Doherty? Bro, you know he was texting Piper and like asking her like if she's setting up. He said, I can make you double the money.
Okay, so let's just say social media wasn't ready for what dropped this week. Because on May 3rd, things took a wild turn when 17-year-old influencer Piper Rockelle was on live stream with her friends. They were just chatting when out of nowhere the name Jack Doherty popped up. And not just a mention, Piper responded with a cryptic but very telling comment. Speaking of Jack Doherty, I'm a good man. That little line, oh, it exploded online. People were like, wait, what? What's Piper trying to say here? Because this wasn't just a random shout out. It low-key hinted that Jack had been in contact with her. And knowing Jack's business model, that's got everyone raising eyebrows. So here's the context. Jack Doherty is known for running a content network that works with creators on platforms like OnlyFriends. He helps manage and promote content, mostly for young adult influencers just turning 18 and entering the space. The controversy? It's the timing of how and when he connects with these creators. And that's exactly why people are concerned now. Piper, still underage for a few more months, mentioning Jack publicly in that way, that instantly set off alarms because many believe Jack is trying to bring her into his influencer business before she even hits legal age. Not cool. And this situation isn't coming out of nowhere. Multiple creators have spoken out in recent months about how Jack approaches talent right as they're nearing adulthood. Even Kick streamer Neon made comments back in March 2024 about how Jack supposedly reaches out to younger creators early on, offering management deals and contracts once they become eligible. These claims sparked major backlash, not just because of the age concerns, but because people felt like the power dynamic was off. Even the timing of these interactions started to feel questionable.
I will be taking that money and I will be exposing you for getting drunk underage girls on yachts and taking percentages of them. You will be going down, my brother. You will be going down. I never had any real problem with you until now, so you will be going down. Underage girls on a yacht, making them drink. I know everything about you, and I got this. I got this.
And then there's Jack's history with other influencers, like his former friend and longtime acquaintance Sam Frank. The two had known each other since childhood, literally neighbors growing up, sharing the same friend group and going to school together. What started as a childhood bond eventually turned into a business collaboration. Jack reportedly encouraged Sam to start a subscription-based content page, which he then helped manage. They filmed together, collaborated on social media, and built a brand together. Things worked, until they didn't. Eventually, they broke up, and although Sam continued her work independently, she was still reportedly tied to Jack through contract agreements they had made early on. It became a topic of debate online. Should these kinds of business relationships even exist when they involve such personal connections? And unfortunately, Sam wasn't the only one. Other influencers followed a similar pattern, starting young, growing their audience, and entering into long-term deals that sparked concern among fans. One of the more notable stories was with McKinley, who gained massive popularity through the platform, only to later speak out about wanting more independence in her career after moving on from that management. So now the question on everyone's mind is, how exactly did Jack and Piper even start interacting? It all traces back to their shared space in the social media world. Both Piper and Jack have been working in the influencer scene for years, especially in the fast-paced content space where creators cross paths constantly through collabs, events, and viral trends. Their first on-camera interaction happened sometime in mid-2023 when they appeared in short vlogs and TikToks together. Nothing dramatic at the time, just typical collab content. But things took a turn in February 2025 when Piper began filming at a place called the Bop House. The Bop House is a content house known for its big social crossovers and collaborations with influencers across various platforms, including those working in the adult subscription space. Piper was seen filming skits and dance videos there, and fans immediately raised concerns. People started questioning why a teenage influencer would be hanging out in an environment so closely tied to adult creators. Comments poured in. Many were uncomfortable with the visuals of a 17-year-old doing innocent dances in a house known for more mature, themed videos. And then the messages between Piper and Jack reportedly began around the same time. It didn't help that Jack had connections to several of the creators who lived or worked at the Bop House. The internet pieced it all together, and a lot of people felt something didn't sit right. And here's the part that made headlines. The Bop House may look like just another influencer house from the outside, but fans were quick to point out its stronger connection to platforms where content is paid and adult female. The house's founder, Sophie Rain, has been criticized for how the house markets itself online, posting clips and videos that some believe are designed to steer followers towards specific paid platforms. So when Piper showed up in that space, fans were like, whoa, what is going on here? A 17-year-old influencer in the middle of that environment immediately drew backlash. Even though Piper herself wasn't making anything inappropriate, the association was enough to stir major concern. And that's why the alleged messages from Jack, coming right after those Bop House videos dropped, started to look even more questionable. This whole thing highlights just how fast young creators can be caught up in networks and systems they may not fully understand. The pressure, the contracts, the content shifts, all of it moves quickly, especially when big platforms and viral fame are involved. As Piper's 18th birthday approaches in August, the situation has grown more tense. If Jack's approach is seen as just a business offer, it might not be a huge deal. But if this turns into a bigger pattern of targeting young creators before they're ready, well, it might trigger a broader industry reckoning. Many are calling for more rules and oversight to prevent teen influencers from being pulled into adult spaces too early, especially when deals or management plans are being offered right before someone comes of age. And to be clear, nothing illegal has been confirmed. But the public reaction is strong, because the perception of how young creators are being approached matters just as much as the reality. And in Jack's case, this isn't speculation anymore. Piper's own comments on stream added serious weight to the claims. Fans have also pointed to an interview clip where Jack made bold statements about working with creators in this space, remarks that some found tone-deaf and concerning, while he framed it as business. Others felt it painted a picture of exploitation, even if unintentionally.
What do you even do on OnlyFans? You pimp these out?
Sorta, not really.
Yeah, Jack. My man.
Nah,
Dude, I told my chick on the way here, I'm like, dude, some of Jack's chicks make like $1 million a month. She's like, she was gonna come over and fuck you. I'm like, you can if you want, but you ain't coming back. I mean, that's a choice. You gotta commit to that one. You're gone if you make that choice, right?
And then there was another moment that added more fuel to the fire. On her stream, Piper also addressed a fan-edited video that had gone viral, which bizarrely suggested she and Jack were in some sort of secret relationship. Yeah, that happened.
Like, he does, like, it was like, he did some, I don't know, but it was like a thing that he just shows like a map, and it's like, Piper Rockelle and Jack Doherty spotted leaving a hotel. And it's like this whole entire fake story. It's like so funny. I genuinely don't understand it.
Jack Doherty and Piper Rockelle spent the night together in a luxury hotel. Both recently ended their long-term relationships, Piper with Capri, Jack with McKinley, and now it seems like they've decided to move on with each other. Paparazzi caught them walking into a high-end Los Angeles hotel late at night, together. No security, no disguises, no separate entrances. Just the two of them, side by side, as if they wanted to be seen. According to hotel staff, they didn't book separate rooms. Just one suite, the penthouse, worth over $5,000 a night. Minutes later, a luxury delivery arrived. Champagne, sushi, and desserts, all clearly meant for two. Jack showed up casual in sweats and a cap, while Piper looked red carpet ready. They didn't speak to press, but their body language said it all. This was no friendly hangout. The next morning, silence. No one saw them leave. No posts, no stories, but social media exploded. Fans of Capri and McKinley are already at war in the comments, while others claim this might be the birth of TikTok's next power couple. Let us know in the comments. Is this just a quick rebound to stir the drama, or are we witnessing the rise of a whole new influencer couple?
Thankfully, Piper cleared that up right away. She made it crystal clear that the video was fake and she had no connection to Jack like that. Nope. He jumped in on the situation and called out Jack too. On stream, he made it clear he wasn't about to let anyone try and sign Piper into a network she didn't belong in.
Speaking of that, bro, you know Jack Doherty? You know who that is?
Yeah.
Bro, you know he was like texting Piper and shit and like asking her like if she's setting up. He said, I could make you double the money.
Hold on.
I could make you double the money if you blah 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 work with my management or something. And I was like, yo,
Somebody get this Jack Doherty guy cancelled.
nah, he's weird as hell. Plus, I will never ever ever ever, and y'all can clip this if y'all want, as long as I'm with Piper, no matter who tells her what to do or whatever happens, she's never, ever going on that app, doing that stuff, because we had to talk about that. She's not doing ever. As long as we're together, never. She's never doing. She even hung out with Aisha yesterday, the Bop House girl, and Aisha told her not to do it. And then everybody in the comments was like, oh, too bad she's not going to listen to that advice because blah, 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 blah. No, she's listening to it because I'm not letting that happen, dude.
And honestly, thank goodness for that. Piper might be young, but she is proving to everyone that she's got a good head on her shoulders. She's not here to fall into the same traps others have. She's not chasing quick fame at the cost of her values, and people are actually cheering her on for standing her ground. Because let's face it, the internet has seen it too many times. Talented young creators getting swept up into situations they didn't fully sign up for, only to end up tied to long contracts, career pressure, and a path they never expected. People are now comparing Piper to other influencers who've taken different routes, some who felt stuck, some who regretted their choices, and others who stepped back and took control again. Names like McKinley, Camilla, Aruo, Brecky Hill, and even Sophie Rain herself have all been brought up in discussions about creative freedom, contracts, and content management, and now the conversation has expanded. Fans are starting to look beyond the individuals and are asking deeper questions about the systems behind these content networks. Are creators being approached too young? Are there enough safeguards? Who's looking out for them? And Jack Doherty? He's facing more scrutiny than ever. Whether or not his actions crossed a line legally, the public sentiment is clear. People don't like how it looks. They don't like how it feels. And they definitely don't like the timing of it all. Fans are also taking note that this isn't the first time Jack has faced backlash. And with every new headline, that track record is starting to pile up. One moment might be a misunderstanding, but a pattern, that's what has the internet calling for more accountability. What started with a single stream clip from Piper Rockelle has turned into something much bigger. Now people are talking about creator rights, contracts, age-appropriate boundaries, and how influencers transition from teen-friendly content to adult independence. This is about more than Piper. This is about the whole system. Because when a 17-year-old creator can casually mention a 21-year-old content mogul reaching out to her and the entire internet immediately knows why and how, that's not normal. That's a red flag. And what's even clearer now, Piper doesn't want any part in that. She's got her own vision, her own style, and her own community. She doesn't need a controversial network backing her. She doesn't need a viral stunt to keep her career going. And she definitely doesn't need someone sliding into her inbox with offers she never asked for. The whole Jack thing, fans are calling it a hard pass, a solid no thank you. And with Piper's recent stream, she's essentially confirmed she's not even considering it, which is a win for her fans, a win for young creators trying to navigate this crazy influencer world, and honestly, a win for everyone who's been begging the internet to finally put more support systems in place for digital stars who grow up online. At the end of the day, Piper Rockelle's story isn't about drama for drama's sake. It's a huge, flashing reminder of the responsibility that comes with influence, and how even behind the scenes decisions can spark massive conversations online. So to sum it up, Jack Doherty's strategy of reaching out to younger creators is facing serious pushback. Piper made it clear she's not interested. Her boyfriend stood by her. Fans are celebrating her independence, and people are hoping this entire situation makes others think twice about how influencer contracts and opportunities are handled, especially when it comes to timing, age, and boundaries. For now, Piper's staying in her lane, growing, glowing, and staying true to herself. And Jack, let's just say this wasn't his best look.